the shots were mainly fired at chinks. Well, all of them were fired at chinks. None of them were intentionally.
It was another get money nigga, bro. That's who got shot, Chink. Nigga he was competing with, a get money nigga. Like, yeah, you got your money. The nigga that Chinks talked down to, like, get your dirty ass out of it. You know, you some broke nigga. Get your dirty ass out of it. That's who shot Chinks. That's what they Mob, we about to play that Spotify playlist. Are you ready? Murder for Money and Glory. Let's go.
You ever had a cold in the summer? Should be the worst. It gets better though. How they turn a top dog to an underdog. It's a cold world even in the summer, dog. Like 100 missed calls in my number log. I talk to God before I talk to people from them blogs. Gotta see through it when it's thick as London fog. I'm from the city, baby, I done grew up under small. Not to bring up old shit, I'm not a plunger, dog. No Dalmatian, but I come through with 100, dog. And they don't bark, they bite. Let it spark, they might. Gotta walk straight, right? Turn the dark to daylight. Let them talk, they right. In your heart, stay light. Play your part, stay tight. Bosses park where they like. Don't you let them trick you out your spot and put that guy on. Rather cut them off and let a bygone be a bygone. When you ballin', you that nigga that they got they eye on. So I think I know just how I feel to be a Zion. Bustin' out sneakers, swinging on rims. Being number one, bringing on M's. Hope the Knicks get him, I'ma bring him Timbs. Tell him lace his boots, I'ma get a king some gems. Like look, you the great hope and a scapegoat. You gon' have to make quotes and take notes. And some can't take smoke, so they may choke. But those who learn to make boats, stay afloat. Oh, it's gonna be a cold summer. Devil tryna take your soul from you. Call him, but he got my old number. Oh, it's gonna be a cold summer. Devil tryna take your soul from you. Call him, but he got my old number.
Now, I'm addicted.
I'm addicted to the game. I'm addicted to the game. I'm addicted. I'm addicted to the game.
Way beyond a reasonable doubt. We still buying V's every season they out. Shit, we knew the plug, catching keys in the drought. To protect the guilty, the names, I be leaving them out. This is when one key would get you 80 G's in the South. If you broke it down for a week without leaving the house. What y'all call bandos, we was setting up shop at. Every trip we was staying at different spots so you could cop that. We talking powder, give me a stove and let me rock that. Now I be doing shows in different states, my niggas be locked at. Shit, I'm comfortable with my top back. When niggas get close, they get comfortable. You gotta watch that. Damn, I'm trying to find my direction. Watch them silly hoes try and climb up in my section. Looked up in the mirror, I saw crime in my reflection. Stro was coming home, he just did not enough correction.
In my soul again. This life is all I know, and I cannot pretend. I have tried so hard to give myself away, but I hear the voices calling out my name. I'm addicted to.
We going through this pain and shit. Everything is crazy. Fuck it. We just talk about it. Post up big rap. Car. Dollar. Shit. Let's get to my story. Shit. He was only 17. He got hit with a slug. His mommy, she a fishy, she addicted to the drugs. Bigger, he showed me love. Ain't no need for the bullshit. Had the most suspicious for the quarantine. Free me from the larceny. Free me from the arsonies. Niggas fuck up the grain, bullies fuck up their arteries. Charlie leave flight, let me go away, throw away my brushes for a price. Get your paper up. I ain't even take a cut. I ain't even make enough. Yeah, I'm steady spinning, busy grinding. Looking dirty gliding. Rolling in this beamer like a pimp. He a pimp. All my bitches know they know. Look at how he be blowing though. Don't you know? Got them fluffy pillows, white snow. Take a snip, sprinkle it on the bigger dick, bigger chips, baby, cause it's necessary. For me, it's if she says, Daddy, it's nothing left in here. So now you know. Closer I get to you, closer I get to you, the better you make me feel. Hold me, treat me like you're number one. Treat me like you're number one. I said I do, baby, what the fuck do you want?
I used to wake up in the cold sweats, the nightmares about sleeping on the cold steps. Woke up and realized only I control West. So if your money ain't down, then it's no bet. I owe debts in the streets and so X. But if it's beef, 50 deep in the heat was no less. I don't speak, let the thing be my voice when I start riffing. I'm so deep in the pain in my voice when I start spitting. Niggas hear West around, then they start ducking them. They burn the bridge where they was still on it and couldn't fucking swim. I sit back, smoke a blunt, sip a cup of gin. Fuck that, only fuck with fam, nigga, fuck a friend. Feel my pain, nigga, but I'm still the same nigga. But playing the block every day got me drink, nigga. Times is hard, it ain't easy to win. When times is hard, it make it easy to sin.
Closer I get to you, closer I get to you, the better you make me feel. Hold me, treat me like you're number one. Treat me like you're number one. I said I do, baby, what the fuck do you want?
More money.
Yo, we live and it's direct, and you know what time it is. If you see a naked lady walk past my screen, ignore her.
Babe.
My bad.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. Back in it for another one. But the women like walking around naked, no respect for the street. Let's go, we play OKC, let's go. We're going to Oklahoma.
The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo, you can get a head start on your My Career by jumping in and trying out the My Player Builder. To start off, you have the option to download the My NBA 2K21 mobile app to scan your face into the game. Once you're good with your appearance, it's time to try out the builder. This year, we've added more skill breakdowns to choose from, so make sure to take a look and pick the right fit for your...
Oklahoma City, that's the location for the Knicks. Blistering hot all season long, scoring over 45 a game on average. Shea leads the way for this group as they get ready themselves for the raucous crowd here at Chesapeake Energy Arena. Knicks, Thunder coming right up after this.
Ooh. Boy, a goat out here, bro.
Thanks for joining our Tuesday night broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, the era of star free agents increasingly being on the move has created a media frenzy that sometimes can be intense and draining. Some players like Kevin Durant have pushed back against year-long and incessant free agency questions. Warriors coach Steve Kerr said, "We're all actors in a soap opera, and we have to deal with that part of it." Kevin?
It can be a circus. David, thanks. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, These the new power rankings. They tell a great story. Taking a look at Charlotte, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And, you know, I think New York, they've sure made a statement here early on, outpacing some teams that were expected to be better, owning that top spot and defending it with pride.
So the New York starting 5, they've got Bowl. Barrett is out there with Turner. Then it's Porter. And it's Ramsey in the power forward. And for Oklahoma City, you've got Gilgeous Alexander. He's out there with Vincent. And it's Vitadze in at the center position.
It's hard to find many arenas that have a better home court advantage than Oklahoma City.
Greg, it is the only...
Oh, we got the tip off, y'all. Pause. We got the tip off. Pause.
show in Oklahoma City, and this arena gets loud. The fans come out every game.
Can we ball? Can we ball? Let's go!
In the NBA.
First point of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Now,
let's go!
Started closely. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Yeah, inside, Bowl does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Vincent. From deep. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks.
Let's go!
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well.
Woo! 6-0 run.
Pass to Morgan. Now, Gilgeous Alexander really had troubles in the loss to Sacramento. Here's Vincent. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Turner passes to Barrett. Over Vincent. Barrett, no good.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure.
Balling.
Right side, Turner. Barrett kicks to Turner. Porter passes to Barrett. 5 on the clock. New York needs to get off a shot. Turner. The offensive rebound.
Oh.
Thunder have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Turner comes with the double team. Passes it to Vincent.
Oh, he's clunking him shit. He's dropping him. Who the fuck is the Vincent? Stop playing me out.
Now here's Turner. And a wide open look for Porter.
Oh, I set my boy up.
Well, he tries to enter with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
That's tipped.
This has to energize Barrett. He needs to keep bringing this type of intensity to the defensive end. Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it, Kevin. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Now, here's Isaac. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. There's the pass to Vincent. Teardrop shot. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball
I'm playing with us.
Woo! To block shots.
Hall of Fame basketball.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed. Never in a hurry.
Everything MFOMG out here.
Down low. Here's Isaac. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
First quarter play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Turner passes to Ramsey. Barrett wide open. He fires. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Thunder have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. With some arc, Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. For Oklahoma City, their last game was a loss to the Kings.
You got to give him an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
If they're playing in their own
Damn,
game, they
he got
probably
me.
win that
He got
basketball
me.
game. The reality is, it's a hard thing to win on the road in the NBA.
He got me, bro.
Here's Vincent. 8 points his last outing. That's his 4th miss from the floor. He's made 2 of his shots.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Barrett brings the double team. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Hits the jumper in space. What do you think it's like for a team coming into a new season with a new head coach?
You know what's fascinating to me is each individual organization, Kevin, seems to have their own vernacular, their own verbiage to describe their system. So with a new coach, number one, he's putting in a system. Number two, the guys are trying to familiarize themselves with his language, not only the X's and O's, but how does he communicate it?
And yeah, right, that's a good point. The delivery of the message is sometimes as important as the X's and O's.
No doubt.
Let's go.
Well, hard to find a team more iconic in the NBA than the New York Knicks. They are a premier brand.
Greg, this is absolutely true. This is an organization that has played a few games in London that have helped them, and it hasn't seemed to matter that the team has struggled for an extended period of time. They remain a major media presence in a major market. The NBA is better when the New York Knicks are a factor.
Now, here's Barrett. He's coming off a 10-point game against Phoenix. Turner looking around. Inside.
Let's go.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
They playing hard, bro.
And really, few guys in the league are more unique than Bobo. Has length for days, but needs to add a tremendous amount of strength to guard his natural position.
And he sinks the second. And talking about Bol, his dad, Manute Bol, was known for his defense. That is not the case for his son.
Well, they're 2 completely different types of players. Bobo's game is about skill. He can handle, he can shoot. And for someone who's 7'2", he's a tremendous playmaker.
And it's sent back by Isaac.
Isaac using every bit of that 6'10" frame to send it back.
Shots good by Strickland.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Outside Turner. Here's Bol. No good on that one. So the Thunder will take it the other way. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the 2 meetings.
You know, they may have lost some confidence coming off those losses last year. They know their roster is similarly talented. You wonder if that provides extra motivation in this matchup this season.
Bol, great positioning on the putback. Bol's got the game tied up here for the Knicks.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Here's Vincent. He has 6. Off target from 3-point range. Out to the wing. Here's Barrett. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. And it's 6 points for R.J. Barrett.
Playing with him, let him fly it down.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Isaac.
Let him fly it down.
Here's Vincent. He's been a go-to guy for them when they've needed offense. He's averaging 19 points a game. Launches it. And that one is off.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Then this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Under trailing by 5.
Ball, man.
Passes it to Isaac. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Porter. Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. To the middle, just 4 to shoot. And it's good. 2 points.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
The mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
I thought what really stood out was how dominant they were on the offensive end. That was about as flawless as you could hope for.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And now we have a moment to recognize the player of the week in the Eastern Conference.
Oh, yeah.
Bol.
And the nature of big men in the league has evolved, and he's a perfect example of how valuable a guy like this can be on your team. He's had a tremendous stretch of basketball here lately.
Now here's Turner. 6 points for him. Harris outside. Back to Turner. Harris finds Turner.
Let's go. Good
And he
move.
makes good on the layup. Turner's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
To the inside. Gilgeous-Alexander.
That's the idea. You work the ball into that area. It's a sweet spot.
The Knicks lead by 3. Outside Turner. Second shot opportunity, and it's blocked by Ibaka.
Boy, great extension by Ibaka. His length always a factor.
Thomas checked in for New York.
Oh, shut me out.
He was known as just a very violent person. He'd beaten people within an inch of their life before. Owned guns. He was known for owning guns. The specific model of gun.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Boom, he jams it straight down. Guys, what a wild first half this has been.
Wow, back and forth start, that's for sure.
We've got Isaac. Rubber is out there with Vincent. And it's Morgan in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Oklahoma City. He gets that one. 5 points in the game.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Dimes in their last game against the Suns was superb. He had 42 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists.
Good.
When you look at the stat sheet, he was mind-blowing. It's hard to imagine he can follow it up tonight with that same level of production. Kevin, we'll see.
All right, David, thanks. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing,
they
he'll
playing
make an
some
adjustment
defense,
right
buddy.
back. He is always ready with a counter.
Now, here's Isaac. Following the miss by Bol. Weber gets the bucket.
Well, how about Jonathan Isaac showing a desire to share the basketball? I love it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. No clue.
The Knicks have gone 6 of 8 from the free throw line tonight for the Knicks. Michael Porter, he's jacked in for Kevin Knox. And Barrett subbed in for Jordan Clarkson.
We'll get mine for the squad. Let's go.
That free throw good from Turner. Doris, when you watch the game now, bigs playing on the perimeter, who can really defend and hold their own outside the lane you've seen?
Well, you think about a guy at the rim like Clint Capella, who is a great shot-blocking force. But in today's NBA, he's got to be able to guard the pick and roll, make the necessary switch. And because Capella has got great feet, and because he can move laterally so quickly, he might be 6'10", 6'11", but he can get out and switch in the pick and roll. It is a thing of beauty to watch.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Weber against Porter. Block at 6. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Well, when you've been struggling as he has, you love that your teammates have really stepped up and taken the challenge.
Now here's Turner. He's got 11. Bol. That ball. Nice feed that time from Turner.
Here came the ball.
Turner's got his 7th assist here tonight. And so it's Weber with it. He brings it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And first timer of the game called for Oklahoma City. Dimes with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And a quick look here at some of the numbers for him.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
Now, here is Weber. 7 points in the game. Bitadze can't hit.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looks good from here.
The shot by Turner, no good.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes.
Here's Turner following the score by Oklahoma City.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Boy, Greg, neither team willing to give an inch and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
And here now the Thunder. The Knicks making the shot. Puts it up. Vincent misses.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Bull the pass to Ramsey. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Knicks have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line. And he makes the first. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Here's Vincent. Turner covering. Drills it from outside. Weber's got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Now here's Turner. Defense is right there. He kicks to Barrett. The pass to Bull. Outside Turner. It's tipped, but they recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Oklahoma City's gone for the three-pointer 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Tipped away. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Bull. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
Let's get it.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
So you can imagine how many times in a minute your phone is bouncing off your local cell tower. It doesn't even have to be when you're sending or receiving a message. It can be, I'm not too familiar with it, but it can be very little things, just like refreshing. And so usually this is a technique that is practical.
And that one falls for Bull.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Now, here is Weber. He's got 10. Pass to Strickland. Back to Weber. Shot clock at 6. Takes a 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Barrett, no good.
And you know, you can't impact a shot that close any better than he did on that possession.
Boy, whether he blocks it or simply alters it, the result is pretty much the same.
Vincent. Good work defensively by Turner. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 14-5 run. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Doris, you've said this often. It is incredibly difficult to compare guys of different positions in different eras, isn't it?
It really is. There's so many discussions about who's the GOAT, who's the greatest of all potential time. And there are certain names that are always going to pop to the top of the list, LeBron James. But it's very difficult to me, say, to compare a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, one of the greatest to ever man the center position, had the impossible-to-check sky hook. But how do you compare him with LeBron James, who, though he is, and I don't know what position he is, he may be the greatest passer in the history of the league. Like, let's enjoy individual greatness without comparison.
And no doubt, Coach wants them to shore up their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
And here are the numbers for Turner. Coming off a terrific season. 18 assists and almost 4.5 steals. And you love his anticipation. All those steals, he's always a step ahead reading plays before they develop.
There's a sneakiness, a craftiness. You think he's not watching, and suddenly he's taking the ball in the other direction.
Now, here's Porter. Outside Turner. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
And that one falls for Turner.
And it took them a while to find their touch at the line, but they have been red hot here in the second quarter. And doing a good job from the line here in the second quarter.
Here's Vincent. He's got 9. Weber with it. And again, no good by Oklahoma City.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game. Doing the dirty work down low. Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Here's Vincent. The Knicks making the shot. And they get it. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. The Knicks making the shot. From outside the arc. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
Clearly a foul.
The first one falls.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Gary Harris is checked in for Michael Porter. Thunder trailing by 13. Here's Strickland. He's coming off a 25-point game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, and another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City.
And starting to send guys to the line way more than they need to. Let's get some good position defense going here. That should be the emphasis. And get away from the sloppy foul.
And now, let's look at the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best fast break teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Knicks.
Do they love to run? I mean, nobody did it better. They would get out in the lanes and push the ball even after makes.
Weber, the pass to Strickland. Here's Jordan. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And let's check out a breakdown looking at some stats for Bol. Great showing for him last season. First in blocks, 8th in rebounding. And he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
Clearly one of the best at what he does. Some of his highlight rejections were out of sight. Dora, it's such an honor to be on this with you, and you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
First and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
They get it back, and they'll keep possession. And Turner kicks to Harris. And here is Turner. Last game out, we saw him pour in 42. Here's Ramsey, and at last they get one to fall. He's got 16.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Here's the floater. That one's in there. The Knicks lead is cut down to 14, getting a little bit closer on the bucket from Weber. To the paint, and it's Bull that time on the assist from Barrett. Barrett's got 3 assists now in this one.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 11 points in the game. That's not going to go for him. It's his 6th miss. He's 5 for 11. Pass to Bull. Back to Turner. To the middle. Here's Ramsey. Misses the baby hook. He could go. The shot off that time. And so it's New York with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly.
No stars in OKC. Shit, I should go to OKC, see if I can win the chip over there.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Barrett is out there with Turner. Then it's Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Ramsey in at the 4-man position. Here's Turner, the Thunder making the shot. Kicks to Barrett. A fadeaway. Another shot. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's stolen by Barrett. And a fast break now for New York. Oh, that's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Vincent's checked in for Weber. Vincent! Oklahoma City on D. Turner dishes to Barrett. Outside Turner. He feeds it to Bull. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Bull's got 20 points.
And guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 13 points in the game. Vincent offline with his 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
They pull the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Let's go. Oh. Let's go.
90 seconds now into the second half. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not-so-unlucky 13 shots.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Ramsey passes to Barrett. Here's Turner. Vincent with the rebound. Thunder trailing by 17. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. The Thunder shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Shy Gilgeous-Alexander.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Passes it to Ramsey. That falls. Nice speed that time from Turner. He's got 18.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what
wow.
he's supposed to do in that situation.
Get that out of there.
Got a piece of it.
Let me get that boy. Big boy. Let me get that.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Oh.
Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Isaac. Finished off the break. Isaac's got 6 points.
Boy, at his size, just Jonathan Isaac moves so well. The long strides in transition, wow.
Turner dishes the ball. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And checking out the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. He's coming off an excellent season. Averaged 25 points per game last season. 6 assists and 4 rebounds. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch. Someone the other players look up to.
Now, here's Isaac. He has 6. Itadze. It's rebounded by New York. Turner's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Inside. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Vitadze's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
Yeah,
and it's contact
and
the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Thus far in his young career, Jonathan Isaac's strength, I think, was his defense.
That has everything to do, Kevin, with his blend of length and mobility. This guy can be extremely disruptive on that end of the floor, and Jonathan Isaac will grow offensively as well.
Cut to the basket.
Coleman checked in for ball.
He could have won it.
Now here's Turner. He's got 18. It's Porter outside, and again it's the Knicks missing. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Thunder, trailing by 17. Vincent's shot is good.
Well, if you offer no resistance defensively, he's going to knock down the 3. It's really that simple, guys.
Here's Turner, the pass to Coleman. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Coleman's got his first points in this one.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
To the inside, Gilgeous-Alexander banked in off the glass. New York leading by 14. Outside Turner, here's Knox, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long.
No, I like me on the stream as ball.
Vincent the pass to Bitadze. Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Not a lot of room. Here's Isaac. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in.
Dropped the Tracy.
Gilgeous-Alexander's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Now here's Turner. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
He's made all 6 of his tries at the line so far.
Impeccable from the line since halftime. And his work at the free throw line has been terrific tonight, making the most of his chances.
Now Isaac, 10 points for him. Pass to Bitadze, 6 on the shot clock. Again, the Thunder score.
Wow.
The Knicks leading by 13. Outside Turner, here's Knox, and it's blocked. from 20 feet out. Gilgeous Alexander can't get it to go. Turner with it. 20 points for him.
And one! Oh, my.
Great move on his way to the bucket there. Just couldn't get it to fall.
Pass to Gilgeous Alexander. And Thomas over to help. Gilgeous Alexander kicks to Isaac. It's hauled in by Thomas.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And it's Turner off the drive. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
All the officials are all over that one.
Pretty much automatic tonight at the line, 8 for 8. And the first one comes. So both teams making some changes here. And so he makes both from the line. Thunder trailing by 15. Here's Gilgeous Alexander. He's got 18. Out to the right wing. Here's Vincent. And a great assist by Gilgeous Alexander as that one goes in. Vincent's got 5 points now this quarter. Turner dishes the ball. And he gets the bucket. And the Knicks lead by 15.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And it's Turner off the drive, and it's Turner finishing it off.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And a fast break now for New York, and the dunk by Ball.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bol making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
That's a robbery.
And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it, and Turner throws it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. It's been quite a game for Bol Bol.
Boy, much needed timeout. This guy's scoring at will, and they've had no answer.
Jordan, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for New York. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. We've got Weber. He's out there with Vincent. And it's Bitadze in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup out there for the Thunder. And the Thunder with the possession here. Following the miss by Michael Porter. Weber, the pass to Bitadze. Good, and Weber gets the assist. Weber's got 6 assists in the game.
Wow, fired that bounce pass in there beautifully.
Turner up top. Here's Porter, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive #1 pick, he's going #1 regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Vincent. It's rebounded by New York. It's off to Utah for him after this as they take on the Jazz. That will be the fourth of the string of 5 played on the road.
What you love about Kevin Knox is that size and frame because it allows him to get easy opportunities on the inside.
Here's Vincent. Lets it go with a 3. It's not going to go for him.
You've got to find a way to get yourself going in some other way because hoisting from 3 is not the answer.
And finished off by Porter.
He is so quick off the ground. Porter just gives the defense very little time to react.
Here's Vitadze. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's what Oklahoma City's schedule is looking like. On Friday, they'll go up against Kristaps Porzingis and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Monday, the Denver Nuggets come to town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Now here's Turner. He kicks it to Barrett. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Strickland. Fires the 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Dishes to Porter. Rebounded by Isaac. Isaac's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Paul. He can't get it to go. And New York the other way now. And they're running. Turner passes to Gonzalez. Comes up empty down low.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
That boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Travel, let's go.
Doris, you and I love history. And we were talking the other day, you and I, about Bill Russell and his 11 championship rings. You think anyone's ever going to break that record?
I think it'll be close to impossible, Kevin, and the reason is, number one, there were so many fewer teams back then for Bill Russell, in no way diminishing the greatness of one of the game changers
coming off the bench.
between the lines and outside the lines. Bill Russell will always be a historic figure, but it's very tough to compare eras. There's now 30 teams, nutrition, conditioning, coaching. There's just so much more information in the current era.
That's a 2 from Paul. Here's Vitadze, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Vitadze's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, this guy has been terrific. The rest of the team, however, struggling.
That's tipped. Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession.
He's playing tough.
And here is Turner. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his 5th personal foul. At the line for the Knicks.
And the first one at the line is good.
And they're doing a very good job at the line this half.
He's perfect from the line this time. Some of these players are making more money on endorsement deals than on their NBA contract. I mean, I just shake my head at that, don't you?
It's an amazing time in which we live because the power of social media and the understanding of today's athlete that their brand is significant and that their brand extends outside of the lines of competition. You see so many men who have overseas opportunities, whether you're talking Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Donovan Mitchell. They understand the power of the face and the talents they bring to the table. Truly, truly remarkable young men.
Remarkable indeed. Had a hand on it. Paul, right side. We're seeing some great shooters with length. Tall players shooting from outside. That seems to be the rage right now. But when you look in your crystal ball, that might be the next trend in the NBA.
So we saw the evolution of big men as three-point shooters, men being able to enter the league as sort of back to the basket, consistent rebounding forces out of the post, now stepping away and becoming threats as face-up scorers. To me, one of the most intriguing young players in the league right now is Nikola Jokic. Here's a 7-foot guy who is a tremendous playmaker. His instinct is to pass more than it is to score. So you wonder, is that the next evolution of big men? And then the other thing, Kevin, you are starting to see offensive rebounding went away as a focal point of teams in the NBA. You are starting to see teams go back after the offensive glass. Does that continue?
That second chance is a big statistic, isn't it?
It is.
And he knocks down the first one. All free throws good from Turner. And it's Paul with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Shot from 16. Count that bucket. Paul's got his first bucket of the night. Knicks on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Turner passes to Coleman. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And it's sent back by Turner.
Let's go.
And out of bounds as the next game
Get
possession.
out of here. What was he doing? Get him. Get that out of here.
He's checked in for the
defense too.
Thomas checked in for New York.
Built up everything in the box score. Coach put me out, bro. Coach put me out, bro. I'm not even tired.
In for Oklahoma City.
I'm not even
Vincent comes in for Paul. And New York with a change here too. Turner's checked in. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. And the pass to Vincent. For the three. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half.
He just thinks he just nice with the 3.
Here's Turner.
And one.
He's off on that one. Now Oklahoma City takes it the other way. The wing on the left. Now here's Isaac. He's guarded by Thomas. Six to shoot. Ibaka. That one good for 2. Ibaka's got his first basket.
Well, there's incredible height and reach and length and touch from the inside when we're talking about Serge Ibaka.
Pass to Gonzalez. And it's blocked, but he gets it back. Outside Turner. Down low. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Get him out
of here, so he's picked
man.
up his final foul.
Get him out of here, bro.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've
Shout
got
out to
such
Nate. 100
talent
stars
at
for
that
Nate. That's what I'm
position.
talking about.
They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
Here's Vincent. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crop, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev. Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Turner comes with a double team. Right wing. Inside. Here's Strickland. Pass to Vincent. 3-pointer. Knicks with the rebound. Bulls got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love, Greg, is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Bitadze. They need this. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Hall of Fame.
They came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
Both teams will make substitutions. Yes, you and I were just talking about something Commissioner Silver said the other day about a proposed mid-season tournament. What do you think?
Well, I certainly think if they do move to a mid-season tournament, it's going to have real value for it to matter. To get the fans engaged, something has to be on the line. So, number one, you're going to have two goals. Instead of one championship, maybe you want to win that mid-season tournament too.
Here's Pinson. Bull making his last shot. That's a 2 from Paul. The Knicks pull it in. Coleman, the pass to Turner. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
Looking like 40.
Oklahoma City has gotten some tough luck from three-point range. In the fourth quarter, they've hit just 1 of 6 from deep. Here's Paul.
Get that out of here. What I tell you? Get that out of here.
And a fast break now for New York. Turner passes to Bull.
And 1.
2 free throws coming up, man. And they call the shooting foul.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, Bull with the unique combination of height and skill. That's a challenge for any defender.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Jordan's checked in. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Ibaka. Uses the glass to finish the lane. Ibaka's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, how about the frame and the concentration of Serge Ibaka? What an interior finish that was.
Oh, my God. Just took that right
38
in there.
points for Dime.
I'll tell you, right now, these guys cannot be stopped.
Boy, it looks like their confidence is at an all-time high, just feeding off each other right now.
Now here's Paul to the paint. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
One team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Knicks.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Dimes.
There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Now here's Turner. Another possession, another assist. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Turner against Paul. Sweet little floater.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Here's Turner. No good that time. And it's Oklahoma City the other way. Paul looking around. To the middle. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Don't you just love the gritty nature of Ibaka's game? This guy easily draws contact thanks to his aggressiveness.
And both free throws good for Serge Ibaka.
Okay.
Smooth sailing for New York.
Absolutely.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. They grab their own miss. Here's Turner. And another shot. And he sinks the layup. Turner's got 41.
41 on him.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Oh, okay. And 1?
Done with some nice D.
That was not nice D. That was just some crazy.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, this is
Give me that
Cameron
99.9.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
Come on, man. Hall of Fame, bro.
Hey, this is Kenny, man. First, I want to say congrats. Triple-double. Incredible night. But I'm curious, were you aiming for that? It was something you were aware of?
Kenny, man, you might think I'm faking, but I didn't even realize it, man. I was so focused in on this game. Nah, I think we are one. We wanted to come out here with a victory. We had a great practice leading up to this, man, so we didn't want to let it slip through our fingers. The triple-double, well, you know, that's just sweet icing on the cake.
Well, if you weren't aware, you actually didn't get it. Nah, I'm only joking. Congrats, man.
Thanks.
I'm all for uniform ads. I mean, who cares?
I care, Hank. It makes the unis less fresh.
No. Strong disagree. And look, this is a commercial enterprise. It's not some pickup game. Almost every commercial enterprise has ads. There are ads during the TV shows, there are ads before the movies, there are ads on web pages and bus stops and elevator televisions. It's everywhere, right? It is what it is, okay? And these ads don't interrupt the flow of the game, so who cares? I say, cover the whole jerseys with ads just like they do with race cars. It's really not that big a deal.
Hot take Hank is on the prowl.
Oh, look, don't get me started. I got more where that came from. But first, a very quick word from one of our sponsors.
See, you're bought out, that's why.
Smack him. He fouled out. Over for him. Man, Chris Paul 77. Damn. 38 years old. He don't want to retire. Finishing. That's his last year. Contract up. Bull at 39. Bull. Boy was balling. Utah? Oh my god. That boy balling crazy. They gave him 48, bro. And boy, wildin' out here. 48, 38, 39. He on the streak right now. Get him 25 shots. We gonna get them shots. Crazy, dude. He giving them buckets this year. He giving them buckets. Boy, averaging 15.5 boards a game.
I'm gonna get you this.
You getting my headphones?
Headphones? Oh.
Headphones?
I thought you meant like headphones for your game. I'm like, you got like 3 headphones.
I do need controller. But not for this. I'm getting the 5.
I'm gonna get you this.
What is that?
For your, it peels all the dry.
That's the Mob IG chat going crazy. Network chats.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one. In the NBA 2K21 demo, you can also hit a quick game. That's right, you'll be able to play 5 total games with access to 4 stacked teams. Current Clippers, current Bucks, all-time Celtics, and all-time Lakers.
Oh, and the jam by Kobe Bryant.
2KU is also back in this year's demo, so if you want to get a feel for the game or just work on your skills, there's no better place to do it. Are you ready? Because your path to NBA 2K21 starts now.
I can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
Just out of curiosity, Chris, who has more championship rings?
See, I was going to talk about the Lakers, but then you bring up that argument, and I really don't have anything to say about it, unfortunately. So that's a low blow.
So I'm going with the Celtics.
I'm going to go with the Lakers. It's on, Alexis.
It's on. Let's go.
Stop.
Kobe attacking, and Kobe throws it down hard.
Game time, hang time, moving the plug of the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd me to edit, yeah. I see face and credit, hold up, ooh, that's good. Need a minute, need a plan to revive, let's get a shot pressing. Next thing what I said, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss often. No look, I had to boss up, get the post up when it's OT. When I'm home, see me that gold ring with that weight go on me. Get out the way, get out the way, get out the way. I'm going in, I'm making plays. So get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, get out the way, hey, get out the way, get out the way. I'm going in, I'm making plays. So get out the way.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys for tuning in and joining us for 45 episodes in NBA 2K20.
We've had so much fun connecting with you all over this past season.
So as we put NBA 2K20 to a close, we take a look back at our favorite moments on NBA 2K TV. Check it out.
Welcome to this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum.
Meet me upstairs.
You play 2K all the time. You act.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose to playing you.
So I just got off of your live stream, seeing you react to winning the contest.
This is Hack and the Hornet on 98.9 The Flex, the official home of your New York Knicks.
Get hit or get stuck.
Fans, be here for Mascot Mania. All fans in attendance will receive a poster of Jazz Bear.
Gift packages are available for the NBA fans that you know. Purchase multiple game packages and receive up to a 25% discount from face value. See the box office for more details.
Well, folks, be sure to come out for our pennant flag giveaway. Every fan will receive a Jazz pennant flag.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everyone. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. Well, for Utah, relative to last season, their record at this point, not quite up to par. They're looking for answers, looking for improvement as the season continues. Kenny, every year it seems like the standings early on look very different by season's end.
Overachieving teams often start fast, you know?
And a look at the Knicks earlier on. Check out the focus they've got coming off that bus. And the game arrival, sponsored by Express. Dress like a pro. Salt Lake City, Utah, fully illuminated tonight as we get a look at our broadcast setting from the skies high above. 2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the New York Knicks. And our broadcast team tonight, Greg Anthony here to my left and Steve Smith to my right, and the Hall of Famer David Aldridge along the sideline. Hey, Dave.
Well, small ball has become the trend in the NBA, but it might be more accurate to call it average ball. With defensive switching twice as common as it was 5 years ago, the demand is rising for players of average NBA height, and that's around 6'7".
Point forwards and big guards in demand. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Bowl.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage, and it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Turner is out there with Barrett. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Bull. And it's Ramsey in at the 4 spot. And for Utah, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Looney. And it's Reese in at the 4 spot.
They may not get the spotlight, but the Utah Jazz are one of the best run teams in the NBA. They're run as a legacy trust. That means every dime of profit goes back into the team.
Now here's Turner to the inside. Bull and the dunk by Bull.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Turner with the steal.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
Steve, you were talking about the reinvestment for the Jazz. An upgraded arena, new practice facilities.
Necessary moves, you know this, to stay competitive. The Jazz fans love their team, and they're showing that commitment in return.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's coming off a 22-point game against Orlando. For Barrett, the kick out to Holiday. The 3, it's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Turner against Holiday. Here's Bull. It's deflected. Holiday. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Orlando. Leonard finds Holiday. Mitchell looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Porter pulls it in.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Good.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Turner against Holiday. Step back shot. That one off the back iron and out. The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. 2 points. That one goes. Barrett's got his second basket.
They have really found a rhythm here early. 4 for 5 to start this game.
Holiday attacking. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Hey, Smitty, for rookies being given a lot of responsibility early in a season, early in their career, do you think it helps their growth, or does it run the risk of hurting their confidence early?
You know, I think it helps them, but I think those type of rookies that you give so much and put on their plate, you still have to have some veterans around them.
Because there are going to be problems, aren't there? You know, early on.
There's always going to be adversity throughout the season. If you have a championship caliber team, there's going to be some ups and downs.
Turner. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Good on the second free throw. And so Holiday will bring it up for Utah, trailing by 4. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Pulls up on the elbow. It's rebounded by New York.
Hard to create space in that mid-range area. He would have been better passing that off.
And once Porter has some momentum behind him, boy, he just rides it to the basket. An exceptional dunk of the ball.
Now here is Holiday. He has 5. Here's Looney. Here's Mitchell. Good on the triple.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Turner. Here's Bull.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Very surprising he couldn't capitalize on those shots. You don't see that often.
Here's Mitchell. No good that time. And New York will come the other way. Here's Turner. The layup missed.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
Here's Holiday. Tries again. It's tipped.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Smoke.
And the Knicks with possession here. Looking at the Knicks, they took the win in their last game against Oklahoma City. And Barrett slams it in.
And you see the edge Barrett plays with, attacking the rim with bad intentions.
Jazz trail by 5. Outside Holiday. Passes to Mitchell. This one for 3. Porter pulls it in. For New York, they've gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. They get it back. Bull, and he converts the layup.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Holiday, the pass to Leonard. Mitchell outside. And he overshot that one, missing.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Now here is Holiday. He's got 5. Outside Leonard. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Uncontested look. Can't fault the shot selection. He's money from there.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
An evolving part of Mitchell's game. The ability to simply catch and knock it down.
Turner against Leonard. Now here's Porter. Tight defense on him. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And that's now 6 points for Bol Bol.
That's just staying in the moment, keeping with the current possession.
Holiday, the pass to Looney. Mitchell outside. Outside Holiday. Shoots over Turner. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Off the mark once again. Terrible quarter for him thus far.
Down low, Porter. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Turner's got 5 assists in the game. Jazz trail by 10. Holiday, the pass to Leonard. Puts it up from 12. Almost, but it rolls out.
I like it. That's a great battle at the rim. He just couldn't finish. I mean, those huge hands of Kawhi Leonard give him great control of the ball. Very sparing with his turnovers.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Utah has gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Turner with the steal. And Turner with a clear path to the rack. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
They're getting him shots in his spots. That's understanding your personnel.
And for Kawhi, he never seems like he's forcing the issue offensively.
I mean, he has studied the post games of Michael Jordan, and being able to score at all 3 levels has made the game easy. With his strength and his turnaround jumper, he can get his shot off with ease.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin. Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Jazz. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Knicks team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
Teams changing it up here. And obviously the season's just begun, but never too soon to check out the power rankings. Let's see how these teams are stacking up. Taking a look at the Hornets, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And, you know, I think New York, they're just so locked in right now. It doesn't matter who they're playing. I know it's still early in the season, but they may turn out to be the team to beat. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
So it's the Jazz now after the miss from Turner. And good that time.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
In the corner, Knox with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner. Knox has got 6.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Strong, the pass to Little. Here's Baxter. And Utah, another 3.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Here's Nunn. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Turner passes to Knox. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Here's Akun Purcell. He averages a bit over 6 points a game.
Utah too, man. Utah don't got what it takes.
And it's Little atop the key.
Don't got what it takes, man. Kawhi Leonard ain't enough.
5 to shoot to the right side.
Try to put a team together.
Loose.
Oh, got him.
Stolen by Harris.
Robbery, come on. Robbery. Woo!
Here's Knox.
And 1.
Good. Nice job down low.
He's got 10.
Man, what a way to start this game. Dominating at both
2 minutes left in
of the floor.
First quarter.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Baxter.
He's not going to pass it to you. I got you.
Here's Baxter.
Let's go. Good defense.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be
good
shooting free
defense.
throws.
Let's go.
It's on Gary Harris.
Let's go. Good foul. He missed that. I told you that boy weak.
Certain guys always get a lot of their points on tip-ins and putbacks. They're always right there. Who catches your eye in that category?
Andre Drummond, for sure, Kevin. He's phenomenal on the offensive glass.
Whoa.
Rudy
Can
Gobert.
I take that? And one?
Al Horford, he gets those timely tip-ins.
He does, you're right.
And look at another guy is Whiteside. When he's engaged, he can. Marvin Bagley is a newer name, and he's fantastic at that as well.
So it's the Jazz.
That's off. That's defense. That's That's off, though.
Purcell down to 5 on the shot clock.
That's off.
3. Good.
Oh, that's cat.
1 for 1 with that shot.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Turner.
My boy on fire. Come on.
Knox misses.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass.
That's off.
Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
That's off.
Here's Baxter. A three-pointer, no good. The Knicks leading by 9. Turner passes to Nunn.
And 1.
The layup off target. Jazz shooting only around 32% so far in this one. The offense looking a bit off kilter. Here's Baxter. That shot off. So New York will take it the other way. And even 3-on-3 break.
Woo! That was a hell of a pass.
Little with the ball. No points in the game yet for him. Doesn't get it to drop for him. 35 seconds left to play in the first. And that one is hammered home.
And you can see their strategy coming in. They want to control the paint.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out.
And the Jazz with possession here. The Knicks making the shot. Shoots it up. The rebound by Turner.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
And so it's the New York Knicks looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. What a defensive effort they've put on. It's rare to see him have the kind of trouble he's had tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck. Ends up going with the new group. They've got Donovan Mitchell. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Looney. And it's Reese in at the power forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Holiday
Let's go!
Got a hand on it. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Thanks, Kevin. Well,
and one. Let's go.
Last game against the Thunder was outstanding. He scored 41 points, and that was just the start of it. He wound up with a triple-double in what was quite a display for him. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
That's what every player has control of.
Oh, my
this
God.
level of activity. It allows you to impact if the shot isn't falling.
And don't look now, but they're starting to extend this lead.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
The 11-footer, the shot by Holiday, no good. New York leading by 10. Inside, by Ball.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Reese, and the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Kevin Knox is checked in for the Knicks. Smitty, I heard this the other day, letting a player stay in the game after his 6th foul, but granting an extra free throw to the other team. What do you think of that?
Kevin, that's crazy. I mean, no way. I knew
you'd say that. I knew you would say that.
I do summer league games, and I watched this 10 fouls. There's no way we could have had that many fouls when I played. We have to keep it at 6 foul, and you're out.
Mitchell passes to Looney. Outside Holiday. Clock at 6. Over Turner. They get it back. Pass to Reese. Yep, that one goes in there. He's got 5. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. And that's the final game of this 5-game road run for the team.
Man, let's take a look at some numbers.
3 fouls. He won a foul.
He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 assists, and 2 rebounds.
He won a
To have
foul.
a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Because he gives you someone to build your offense around. You can count on his nightly production.
Harris is checked in for the Knicks. Leonard against Harris. Turner with the steal. And a fast break now for New York. Gets a hand on it.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been
Utah calls timeout. It's been quite a game for Bol Bol.
The man has been relentless scoring inside, attacking the rim every chance he gets. Their defense has been powerless to stop him. We'll see what adjustments they make coming out of this timeout.
Take a second now to view the top pickpockets in the NBA. We take a look at Turner. Always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
Defensively, his intensity just never drops. You match that up with his incredible timing, and you can see why he's atop the list.
Leonard attacking. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one is on Bol.
The aggressive approach. Leonard pushing the action, rewarded with the foul call.
They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Here's Bol. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
We've seen him miss a couple from the line so far, going 2 for 4.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
Now the pass to Mitchell. Leonard inside. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. Here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Woo! And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Mitchell, and Bol pulls it down. Bol's got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
Woo!
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Mitchell outside. To halt the run, here's Looney. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Jazz have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
At the line for your Jazz.
He's off on the second. Well, the former UCLA Bruin, Kevon Looney, not a top option, but he knows how to contribute.
I love the energy and movement that Looney plays with. Doesn't create a lot on his own, but he always picks his spots, and he can finish a play and take your eye off him.
The Knicks have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game, and that one falls for Barrett.
After having no trips to the free throw line in the first period, he's being much more aggressive now.
Little, he's checked in for Leonard.
And what you like about Barrett is his all-around game, a versatile guard / forward who wants to keep improving.
Reese the pass to Holiday. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Turner. And the foul called on Kevon Looney. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2. And Utah making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Turner dishes to Barrett. It's stolen by Little. Here's Mitchell. Oh, and the dunk by Mitchell.
I got a feeling Donovan Mitchell will be watching this highlight over and over and over.
Here's Turner. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Smitty, we're seeing preseason and even regular season games take place overseas on foreign soil. Would you have enjoyed that when you were playing?
Yeah, for sure, Kevin. I know the travel is an added challenge, and at the same time, you appreciate where the game takes you. It is definitely growing globally, going places you might otherwise never experience, especially in a basketball setting.
Holiday, the pass to Robinson. He kicks it to Mitchell. 1:49 left now here in the second. Passes it to Reese. Over Harris. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Reese the pass to Mitchell. The wide open look here for Holiday. Cans it from downtown. Holiday's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Jazz. The feed to Barrett. And Barrett slams it in.
Incredible night for Barrett. He scores in a multitude of ways, and he brings the effort on every possession.
Harris against Mitchell. Outside Holiday. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
And it's Turner off the drive. And it's Turner finishing it off.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Jazz trail by 20.
Double-double before the high.
And here is Mitchell. He's got 11. Pass to Reese. Kicks to Little. It's deflected. Second chance shot. He takes it up and lays it in.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points.
Turner, the bounce pass. Harris outside. They get a hand on it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Mitchell. New York ball. Jacks up a three, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's New York with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out.
Batman, it's none hey. Don't need it, but I can't take a loss. I throw it up.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Really an incredible game from Bol Bol.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
They're asking a lot of him, shouldering the load in a number of areas. You just hope he has enough left at the end.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. And New York, looking at who they've got. Barrett is out there with Turner. Then there's Bol. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Coleman in at the 4-man position.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Leonard. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. that one on Porter.
Comfortable inside, plus the 7'3" wingspan. Hard to stop Kawhi without fouling.
Kevon Looney is checked in for the Jazz. Here's Barrett, and Barrett slams it in.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Leonard against Porter. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. It's tipped. From deep. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 5 rebounds tonight. Bol dishes to Barrett. They get it again. Here's Ramsey. And there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass. Woo! Getting it done. And the Knicks lead by 21. Outside Leonard. Pass to Looney. Turner against Holiday. The pass to Reese. Knicks with the rebound.
Ooh, they've come out ice cold to start this half. 3 misses and as many attempts. Shooting at a high clip, he's found ways to get quality looks.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Leonard against Porter. Leonard, no luck.
They just don't have it right now. 0 for 4. Must have been one poor speech at halftime.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. And this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Yes, when it's going good, it feels easy. These are the nights you relish, but they're tough to replicate.
And the call will be against R.J. Barrett. That's his first foul. Leonard against Porter. Looking to end the run.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out, contesting shots. You have to want to make the effort.
Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. Second, the Knicks.
And you know, when your team has a lot of assists, it's testimony to the unselfishness, the patience, the ball movement, the player movement. They have shown all of that.
Holiday looking for an opening. Akun Purcell, the pass to Holiday. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Holiday's got 19 points.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by New York.
They get the rebound. Count it.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Jazz. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That'll be just 1 game played away from home for them. And it's Leonard missing.
High percentage look for him. But bottom line, they're not all going to go down.
Barrett. Here's Bol.
And the size Bol has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
And it'll be his 4th time going to the free throw line in the game. And the Knicks making a change here.
Down in them boys. Carlitos, what up? Down in them out here, Carlitos. Down in them.
Holiday up top. Turner covering. Double team on Holiday. Feeds to Leonard. Puts it up from 17. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists now in this one. Holiday against Turner. Here's Ramsey, and he uses the glass on the layup. 8 points for him.
And boy, he can see blood in the water attacking a somewhat helpless team right now.
He's trying to help his team shut the door. They don't want to allow any comebacks.
Pass to Akun Purcell. And the 3 ball is good. Akun Purcell's got 7 points in the game.
His team is down because he's not shooting enough. There's no reason he shouldn't be getting more looks right now.
Here's Ramsey, and again another assist. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Utah calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, these guys need to work together as a team, as a unit. Try and carve out some easy buckets.
Strong. Turner covering. Here's Strong. The Jazz with another miss. Now the Knicks with it. They're on a 19-7 run. And Turner throws it down.
Yeah, and ever since halftime, they played precision basketball offensively.
You know, the coach has had something to say about that. No question, they've settled in and executed brilliantly.
Strong. Turner covering. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Turner. First in scoring, first in assists, and he's first in the league in steals per game. Just an incredibly aggressive and tenacious defender.
And his scoring abilities are just so far out of sight. Number 1 overall right now. No one's been able to slow him down or even come close. And Utah making a change here. Robinson's checked in.
Oh, my God.
And the Knicks making a change here as well. Knox is checked in. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Got a piece of it. Here's Baxter, and he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for him.
I mean, that's a good job working the ball inside and getting a quality shot.
Turner looking around. Pass to Knox. He dishes it to Bull. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Utah the other way. Here's Reese. And the Jazz, another 3.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Here's Turner. Up and in. Turner's got 6 points in the quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Strong. Turner covering. Nice ball movement by Utah. Strong, the pass to Baxter. Shot clock at 5. 3-pointer. And Bull pulls it down. Bull's got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Knox. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And at 7-2, Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
And there's the pass to Baxter. Pass to Akun Purcell. Passes it to Reese. Just 5 to shoot. Launches a 3. And the basket by Akun Purcell. Akun Purcell's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Jazz. Here's Bull. And the dunk by Bull.
And guys, this is kind of Bull's role. He's out there to score, and he does it in a variety of ways.
Strong. Turner covering. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And Utah making a change here. Little's checked in. And the free throw, no good. Now Turner, 21 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Knox. Robinson pulls it in. Utah has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Pass to Baxter. Now here is Robinson. To the middle. Here's Reese. The Knicks pull it in. Coleman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Now here's Turner. Guarded close. Can't connect from short range. Jazz shooting under 40% all in all for the game. The pass to Strong. The 3. Hits the three-point foul. He's got 9.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
You know what? They talked about this at halftime, and they're doing a better job of creating space.
Tries from 7. Uses the glass to drop it in. Coleman's got his second bucket of the night.
Looking to make plays for others. We've seen this from him all night.
There's been an emphasis on ball movement, and he's been a major catalyst.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Saturday, they'll be taking on Victor Oladipo and the Indiana Pacers. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Chicago Bulls.
And this is a perfect situation for them coming up.
Man,
they'll be facing a lot of teams that they
strong.
should beat, and those games will be at home. Can't ask for a better stretch of the schedule.
Mitchell, he's checked in for the Jazz. Strong, the pass to Mitchell. Knocked away. And here's the fast break. Clarkson leading the way. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greggy lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Mitchell outside. Takes the 3. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Turner. He's tightly guarded. Pass to Coleman. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
I seen you.
This is his first free throw of the game. Porter's checked in for New York. Eric comes in for Gary Harris. Both good from the line that time. Utah shooting 47% since getting things started in the third quarter. Strong, the pass to Mitchell. Shoots over Clarkson, and it's Mitchell missing. Nick shooting an incredible 64% from the field in this game. And there's the feed to Barrett. Inside, Porter, and finished off by Porter.
And you see the passing instincts Barrett has. Great at recognition out on the floor.
Mitchell against Clarkson. It's rebounded by New York. Coleman's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there it is for him. Turner's got 10 points here in the second half.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Let him decide whether to shoot it, whether to pass it. He's your catalyst right now.
And so it's the New York Knicks sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Execution. This is what you practice.
Here's Turner to the paint. It's picked off. We've got Kawhi Leonard. He's out there with Little. And it's a Kuhn Purcell in at the shooting guard position. That's the group right now for Utah. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. So the NBA looking to improve officiating.
That boy 1 for 9. We got him shut down. He's 1 for 9.
To more closely match the way the game is played. What do you think of that?
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, we have to evolve. I think now the game has evolved to more three-point shots, so you got to look at also defense, hand checking, and now we're talking a lot about, room for guys to land, whether it's a foul or not. So I think it will evolve, and it should be because the game is evolving.
Down low, here's Leonard, and it's blocked.
Yeah,
and it's out of bounds.
Get
Jazz
that
able to
out of
retain
here.
possession here. Here is Ross. Outside Leonard. Jazz passing it around. Here's Holiday. Another miss by Utah. New York's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Turner passes to Coleman.
Oh, banged it on Kawhi. Stop playing with
assists. What an unselfish performance.
He has been a sensational playmaker.
Shooting 1.
You know, Steve, the business part of the NBA, very strong. But Commissioner Silver doesn't want to be complacent either.
No, he doesn't. He's always been forward-thinking. They're doing a good job of being proactive and doing a good job of just throwing out ideas. And what I love the most, Kevin, working with the Players Association.
I'm with you.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
It's a winning approach when you execute. That's the key. They're playing fast, but also under control.
Holiday gets the bucket.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc, a key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Interesting approach coming down the stretch, looking to rack up
And
points.
one, get off of me, bro. Get
They
off
are
of me,
just killing them on the
Get
interior.
Dwight Powell's checked in for
Get
Kawhi
off
Leonard.
of me, bro.
Steve, how do you feel about the top college players getting some sort of compensation for their work?
I don't know about top college players, Kevin. I think if you're going to do it, it has to be all college players because it's a team. And I think if you look at it, some of the ways I would love to see it, if those guys can get health insurance benefits, if they can get a longer time to finish their education, I love that type of compensation.
Here's Turner. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Turner's got 30.
And we talk often about Bull's scoring ability, but they're nice dime from the big fella.
Holiday against Turner. Holiday gets the bucket.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Now here's Turner. And Turner throws it down.
And those
on, man. Look at that. Look at him. Ooh, that boy froze. What is he doing?
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Utah Jazz. And it's in there. Ross has got his first points of the night.
Ross didn't seem bothered at all by the contact there. Nice finish.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
That's going to go back the other direction, but they played a pretty clean game. Not many giveaways, and the score reflects that.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Oh, I saw.
That's tipped. And Turner with a clear path to the rack.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And so it's Utah here with the ball.
My
Passes
house.
it to Looney.
I own Utah. That's my house.
NBA gets headlines daily. You know it does, Smitty? Around the calendar. There's no off season, but does the added scrutiny put more pressure, you think, on the players?
Yeah, I think it does. I think now you look at it, everybody wants to see what you're doing in the offseason. And 24/7, you look at it right now, everybody has a camera phone, and everybody's looking for the stars, what they're doing off the court.
The drive by Green. Yep, that one goes.
And look, he's not the best athlete, but he's able to create the space he needs to operate.
Turner up top. Left side Gonzalez. Ross with the steal. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's Strong. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Offensive rebound. From deep three-point range, Coleman. Nice persistence to tip it back up and in.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Outside, Green. Up top, Powell. 1:58 left to play in the final quarter. Ross with a wide open look. And Utah another three.
When he gets a good look at the basket, Ross has no problem drilling a three.
Turner passes to Thomas. Fires the three. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range.
Here's Powell. Back to Green. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Goes back up. And the layup by Powell.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for New York.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so that moves their record to 11 wins on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Dimes.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Lets it go.
Oh!
And it's Looney with the rebound.
He got bopped just now.
36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Back to Green. Great D that time from Thomas. Here's Turner. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
That's his second personal.
First one falls for
Turner.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Got to.
And it's the Jazz's ball. Turner with the steal. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Turner leading the charge.
Yeah, they've sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort.
Energy gone.
And when you're on the road, you can't be tentative coming into a game like this. I thought their aggressive approach was the difference.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
MacFest.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
And welcome back to the studio here on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in a moment to speak with our postgame guest who's standing by on head.
Hey, Shaq here. Another game, another double-double. If you had to choose, which is the greater value to this team, your passing or your scoring?
Definitely the passing, man. And that, when guys feel more involved in the offense, that bleeds over to other areas of the game as well. Suddenly, guys defend harder, run the floor faster, pound the glass. For me, it's about spreading the ball around so everyone gets a taste and feel parts of what we got going on here.
That's right, baby. Everybody eats. Barbecue chicken alert!
And thanks for joining us this evening, folks. We've reached the end of our broadcast, sadly. For Shaquille O'Neal and
Thank you everybody for the likes, the follows, the shares. Make sure y'all tune in later. We coming with some GTA. Tonight is the Hellcat car show. Almost forgot to tell you, tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, same place right here. We're about to have the Hellcat car show, which is named Hell of a Night. Hell of a night. That's going to be one meet tonight. Going to be some drag racing, etc. Make sure y'all tune in, man. Like, subscribe, share, follow. When the live stream goes up, if you want to be a part of it, you got to be on the live stream. Follow the instructions when you get on the live stream.